Do you want to see how to make up to $30 per hour searching on Google? In this video, I'll show you how for free. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to recruit anyone. You don't need any skills. You don't need any experience. You can do this in less than an hour a day. You just need a computer and an internet connection. Also, if you stay to the end, I'll show you how you can maximize your results, but you have to stay all the way to the end of this video. If you're into entrepreneurship and making money online, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification so you get notified every time I do another video. Also, if you want to get my #1 recommendation to make $200 to $500 a week, click the link in the description. Linda Bomba here. I am a full-time internet marketer. You want to stay on this video all the way to the end, because if you miss a step, then this won't work. You'll get confused. You won't make any money. Super simple. A first grader can do it. Anybody can do it, and so can you. And before we actually go over to the site, I found a couple reviews. This is on reddit.com of different people using this platform. You can see this particular person is saying they made over $15,000 on this platform. You can make about $16 searching jobs, $16 per copy edit job, and $30 if you claim both a source and copy edit. And I'll explain that a little bit more as we get into this. And this is another review on someone's blog where this person is doing this as a side hustle. I made an extra $1,200 per month. So people are using this site, they're getting paid, and it's a good site, so a lot of people are using it. This is easy work. You don't need any skills, and as I said, you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to refer anybody to make any money. If we come over to the actual site, it's called askwonder.com. To sign up, you want to click this and click Become a Researcher. It's going to take you to a page like this. You want to make sure when you sign up you give a valid email address, because that's how they're going to communicate with you. If you don't give a valid email address, then they won't be able to communicate with you and it won't work. So make sure you give them a valid email address. And they're looking for people. There's companies that are hiring them to do, they need somebody to do research, so that's why they're paying you. And these companies come to Ask Wonder, and Ask Wonder has the job of finding people to do the research. But these are some different research requests: recommend a product or service, competitive landscaping, explain a trend or phenomenon, gather statistics, determine the size of market. And you can see, you come down here, you apply, which I just showed you above what the thing is. Make sure you give a valid email. You'll get accepted, and then they'll give you requests. You start exploring open request. You dive into the research, you do it, and then you submit it, and that's how you get paid. And you can see this company's a U.S. company. It's based out of Brooklyn, New York. But once you get into, if I come back over here, you can see they're partnered with a lot of big companies like GE, KPMG, AARP, Staples. There's a lot of big companies, Citibank, that are using them. So this is a reputable company. This is to give you an idea of what some of the assignments might look for. Like this is one: what is the market size of a global anxiety economy? How many pints of Guinness are consumed on St. Patrick's Day in New York City? What is the global size of a non-traditional human-machine interface industry? What percentage of people whip out their phones to check social media while they're waiting online? If you click this, these are just some ideas of what you would be, of some of the research you're doing. And if we do this, let's just look at this one: how many people whip out their cell phones while they're waiting in line? And you can see this goes into a little bit more detail about it, but basically you'd be going to Google doing research. That's all this is. And I mean, drop a comment. How many times, if you're looking for something, have you gone to Google and done a search and been looking to gather information? And they'll actually pay you for doing this. But you can see that the question is, what percentage of people whip out their phones to check social media while they're waiting in line? And you can see 11%. This is somebody who actually did this task. 11% of people report that they check their phone every few minutes. 41% check it a few times an hour, and 20% claim to check their phones about once an hour. 74% of respondents to a recent Gallup poll reported they checked their smartphone while waiting in line for appointments. Below, you'll find a deep dive of my research findings. And if we come over here to Google, let's see. Now, if I search, again, what the question is, whip out their phones. How many people whip out their phones while standing in line waiting? And let's see what comes up. Okay, so here you can see, here's one thing that you could find some information, some data. Here's another one. This is Quarters. I've talked about Quarters question and answer site. That's another place you could, that Google would actually take you to. But if you come in, you could actually, that's all you really need to do. If you're searching on, search on Google, you'll get whatever it is that you'll be able to find data on here. You could also, you could do your own, if you have other places besides using Google and the internet, but this is probably the easiest way to find, for you to go search and find data. But these are basically the kinds of questions, things you can get, and then they'll give you different ones, and then you can go through, pick which ones you want to do, and then go ahead and do your research, and then submit it and get paid. So if you found value with this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you do. Don't be in the 98% of people that never do anything, because that's why most people never make any money in this industry. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.